zoo, it's what we do. Always welcome back, come to the zoo, it's what we do. Always welcome back, always welcome back, come to the zoo, it's what we do. Always welcome back. There's plenty to tell you, Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Jack's Animal Fun Facts. Today, we are talking about an animal that there's more to it than you know. Today, we are talking about sloths. Now, I know they may be slow moving, but they're not boring at all, or lazy, or clumsy, or awkward. Nope, none of those. Sloths come in two types, but there are many different kinds here. There's the three-toed and the two-toed. Allow me to elaborate. This is a two-toed sloth. It has two front claws on its front paws, and the three-toed sloth has three on its front paws. The three-toed sloth has markings around its eyes that look like it's wearing a mask on its face. Two-toed sloths have two on them, on the front. Three-toed sloths have three here on the front paws, but both have three here on their hind paws. Well, but if you think that's something, take a look. To some people, sloths look strange, but to some, they look kind of cuddly and cute looking. What makes them so strange? Besides their curved claws, sloths don't have ears sticking out and they hang upside down, and they have long arms and shaggy fur. They do hear sounds, it's just that they're very hairy. This animal may be strange and very slow. There are things about this three-toed sloth here that you should know. Sloths live in the rainforests of Central and South America. Sloths move slowly around in trees. They live way up in the trees, just right in the canopy. They're very good climbers, but take some sweet time. Those claws come very handy for trees it likes to climb. They're very slow moving, which explains they're careful. But another reason, the leaves they eat don't provide much energy because of low metabolism. A sloth here can sleep for about half the day. You may think the sloth is lazy, but it's actually just the sloth way. Remember, all animals have their own customs and traditions and need to be respected. Within the forest where it lives, the sloth's fur makes it camouflage. Because the shaggy fur is green covers of algae. It helps them look like a clump of moss or the leaves in the branches. The algae grows in its fur. You would be greenish too if you have algae in your hair. But don't bother sending shampoo. It helps blend in. But if you think the sloth is slow in the trees, wait until you see it swim in water down below. The sloth is the world's slowest mammal, which scientists found out. Although they're slow on land, they're more terrific in the water, which explains they're terrific swimmers. They can move 3 times quicker in the water. Sloths are great swimmers, just like me, and I'm a good tree climber too. Even though a slow race sounds ridiculous, it doesn't bother anyone because sloth is slow and careful pace. Because just like in Aesop's fable, slow and steady wins the race. While sloths are slow going, being slow here, there is not really a lousy thing at all. That's the The way it moves, it's like a Tai Chi motion. I try to figure out what it's like to hang out like a sloth too. Yep, a good grip with those long arms and claws. And the Tai Chi motion? Tai Chi. It's a Chinese exercise.
It helps you think, stretch, relax.
It's very slow.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying it. We sloths are pretty great at Tai Chi.
Yep, I'm pretty good at that. I don't mind saying it. We humans like my grandma Gigi or me are very good at it. All right, here I go. Takes a little bit of starting here. Here goes.
Oh, looks like Tai Chi.
Tai Chi. There it is.
It's
A Chinese exercise.
It helps you think, stretch, relax.
It's very slow, all right? It helps to be very positive. And stay calm. I don't mind saying it. It's really helpful. Yep, that's just what sloths do here. But there's another thing about the sloth that you should know here. They come down to the ground once a week to fertilize their home trees. Yep, it's just what they do. In fact, while the sloth is an amazing creature, the sloth lives in this very habitat known as the rainforest. And here's the evidence. It's of a baby two-toed sloth and its mother. Yep, there's some in Central America too. They may look shaggy looking, but it comes in very handy in hanging like a towel or a shirt, so it won't be so soggy. Slow and steady is the sloth way. Yep, it looks like he's going to reach for leaves. He's doing that in 1 minute 10 seconds. Talk about slow-mo. Besides leaves, sloths eat fruits, shoots, which explains they're herbivores. While they move slowly around in trees here, that color helps them blend in with the rainforest, all right. Sloths are hard to spot in the rainforest. Algae, a sort of mossy stuff, grows on their fur. It makes it hard to find, and for good reason. It helps to hide from predators like jaguars or harpy eagles. If it intact, it might bite or use its long claws to protect itself. But camouflage is a great trick. This comes in very handy to blend in with the surroundings. The rainforest is high biodiversity. That means there's so many plants and animals. In fact, there are sloths in the Amazon too. The Amazon rainforest is more biodiversity than any other land habitat in the world. About 10% of all the plant's creatures. However, there are new species still being discovered all the time. Here he is. There's that three-toed sloth again. And by the way, the sloth really is greenish. Yeah. There's a baby sloth holding on. See? It's riding onto its mother. A mother sloth has one baby at a time. Riding on its mother like that is like hanging in a hammock, teaching them the sloth ways. Notice here. Another thing about the sloth here, it has a special relationship with a tiny insect. You see that tiny creature over there? That tiny insect is a sloth moth. Sloth moths and sloth beetles love to shelter in the sloth's fur. It's nice and cozy. Although long claws for scratching, it's amazing how they're so tiny, you have to use a magnifying glass to look close. When it comes to sloths here, both sloths really need to be protected. Take a look at this picture, for example. These two people were helping him. In fact, sloths need protection for themselves and their homes. You may think the rainforest is far, but actually, its tropical rainforests are found near the equator. We have many things that came from the rainforest. I'll show you. Bananas,
Coffee.
oranges, cashews, vanilla, the very first things that came from the rainforest. And the second ones are chewing gum, chocolate, medicine. Rainforests really need to be protected. There are so many animals and plants in the rainforest. Finding and identifying each one is a full-time job. In fact, all the biodiversity is a really good reason to protect it. It's an unbelievable place, bursting with wild, weird, and wonderful wildlife. That's me. Jack here, by the way. I was invited here to come here to the backstage pass this here at the San Diego Zoo, and I met that nice sloth here. It was kind of soft. Yep, that's a two-toed sloth, all right. The very one here my mom took a picture of. The zookeepers take care of it, you know. In fact, zoos are one of the helpful things to help animals. And take care of them. We all have to take care of and protect all animals of the world. There are many things here. You can tell others, share facts, write letters to help protect it. You can also learn more about rainforest animals as well. We have to keep the rainforests and the animals safe. The sloth belongs right here in the rainforest where it lives. His humble home. Now that you got to know what sloths are really all about here, next time when you need to know, always find out here and learn. Knowledge is everything. And with this drawing, see you next time.